Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 8th grade concept of modeling slope-intercept form. This is standard 8.5I in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 14 off the 2016 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we've got just a basic graph. It's got a line here. Nothing's plotted for us, but we can easily figure out what that means. And we just need to find which of these equations best represents that. So you notice we've got a slope-intercept form. And so let's discuss what that looks like and how we can find it. So the slope-intercept form of these functions here is going to be y equals mx plus b. All right, so our y and our x, those are dependent and independent variables. So our slope, right, is going to be represented by this m. And so we can calculate that by thinking of rise over run, which means really we're going to take the change in y, change in x, and we're going to look at it as a fraction. So really we need two different y coordinates, and we're going to subtract those, and that's going to get our change in y. That will be our numerator. We're going to get two different x coordinates, subtract those, that will be our change in x. That's our denominator. So let's just pick the easiest coordinates we can find. And so let me see, I've got my, let's see, x of 6, y of 0. Let's do that. And then let's do this x of 0, y is 3. All right, so let's just pick those. Now, it doesn't matter which direction that you do it, so I'll show you both different ways. Make sure we're grabbing our y's first. All right, so I'm going to do, I'll make this my second pair, and I'll make this my first pair. So I'm going to do 3 minus 0 as my slope, because that's my y sub 2 right up here. This is my y sub 1 down here. Now I need to make sure I grab that same order, so it's going to be my x sub 2, so that's going to be 0 minus, and then my x sub 1 will be 6. So that's going to be 3 over negative 6. So that's going to be negative 1/2. Whether it's negative in the bottom or negative in the top, you can just kind of put that out on the side there. Now, what if I were to switch this? Because it doesn't say which one is which. Well, if I were to go 0 minus 3, so let's just see what happens when we flip both of those. 6 minus 0, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get negative 3 over 6. Look, the negative just went from the bottom to the top. So either way, we're looking at negative 1/2. All right, so it's a slope. That's my m right here. So m is going to equal my negative 1/2. So that tells me two things. It's not a very steep slope because it's going to be less than 1. But this negative means we're moving down. If you look at it from left to right, negative means you're moving down. Positive would mean you're moving up like this. Okay? Now we do have a y-intercept. So where does the line cross the y-axis? And we've already plotted it. It's right there. It's at a positive 3. So if x is 0, right, if I say x is 0, so m times 0, right, plus b, well, that's going to cancel each other out. So if x is 0, this y is going to be this y-intercept. So in this case, I've already got an x of 0. So my y is going to be 3. So b equals 3, and we'll just call it positive 3. So let's put those two together. So I need y equals my slope, negative 1/2, x, and then my b is, if x is 0, then my y-intercept is positive 3. And there we go. That is the answer. Y equals negative 1/2 x plus 3j.